Welcome to Real Crime Cases. Today we're diving into a shocking story of jealousy and violence. A sheriff's wife, consumed by jealousy, takes the law into her own hands, brutally murdering a teenage girl who is pregnant by her husband. Join us as we explore the disturbing details of this tragic case and the deadly consequences of betrayal and rage. Emily Grace Carter, an 18-year-old with big dreams and a kind heart, had recently graduated high school in a small North Carolina town. Known for her bubbly personality and gentle nature, Emily worked at the local Dollar Tree, saving money to move to Raleigh and attend nursing school. Inspired by her single mother's passing from cancer, Emily was determined to make a difference in others' lives. Despite her youth, she was mature and took care of her younger siblings, Jenny and Noah, helping them with homework and treating them to ice cream. Emily's life took a dramatic turn when she met Sheriff Tom Mitchell. Tom, a respected law officer in Rayford, was known for his charisma and kindness. They met at a community event, and their friendly chats soon turned into a secret relationship. Tom, 45 and married, made Emily feel special. For a young woman trapped in small-town life, the sheriff's attention was exciting. Their relationship grew in secrecy, with stolen kisses and hidden encounters. Emily knew it was risky, but she couldn't resist. In early July 2017, Emily discovered she was pregnant. The news shocked her, bringing both excitement and fear. She confided in her closest friends, unsure what to do, but knowing Tom had to know. Emily worried about his reaction, her family, and the scandal in their small town. Still, she felt her future was tied to this baby and hoped Tom would be part of it. Days before her death, Emily told friends she planned to confront Tom about the pregnancy, hoping for his support. She was nervous, sensing her life might change drastically. This was a time of deep uncertainty for Emily, filled with hopeful dreams and intense fears. The young woman who once dreamed of Raleigh and a nursing career now faced a different, unexpected path, one that would tragically end in her death. On July 17, 2017, around 7:30 a.m., Emily's 15-year-old sister Jenny found her body in the woods behind their home. The family's house bordered a wooded area where they used to play as children. Jenny went looking for Emily, who hadn't returned the previous night. She noticed broken branches and disturbed soil, which increased her fear. In the woods, she found her sister's body, bruised and lifeless. Emily was naked, with cuts and bruises. Jenny froze, trying to understand the horrific scene. She ran home and called 911, her hands shaking. When paramedics and police arrived, Jenny was sitting on the steps, pale and shaken, wrapped in a blanket. The scene became chaotic. Some neighbors mentioned seeing Emily just a day or two before, smiling and laughing. Emily's death sent a wave of grief and fear through Rayford. The police arrived shortly after 8 a.m. Detective Laura Adams, a seasoned investigator, led the team. The scene was disturbing. Emily's body lay in a clearing, covered in bruises and cuts, signs of a brutal beating. She was naked with dirt and leaves scattered around, suggesting a struggle. There were bloodstains on nearby rocks and roots. Investigators found a discarded police siren and a burnt spoon, drug paraphernalia. This raised questions as Emily was not known to use drugs. The coroner noticed swelling in Emily's abdomen, leading to the discovery that she was in the early stages of pregnancy. This added another layer to the case. Rumors had already circulated about changes in Emily's behavior. Now, police had to consider if her pregnancy was a motive. A paternity test later confirmed Sheriff Tom Mitchell was the father. Detective Adams and her partner, Officer Mark Jensen, knew this case would be sensitive, especially in a tight-knit town, with Emily's secret pregnancy and the sheriff's involvement. They collected blood samples and drug paraphernalia, determined to find answers quickly. The investigation focused on Sheriff Tom Mitchell. He was a well-known figure in Rayford, respected for his character and wit. But when questioned about Emily, he showed discomfort. Under interrogation, Mitchell confessed to his sexual relationship with Emily. He claimed they met at the Dollar Tree, and he was tempted by her attractiveness. He admitted the relationship turned romantic and then physical, calling it a regrettable lapse in judgment. He also admitted Emily had told him she was pregnant. He claimed he was willing to support her financially. However, detectives uncovered troubling information about Mitchell's past. They found a series of secret payments to various women over the years, using police funds. These payments, labeled as miscellaneous expenses, raised suspicions. Mitchell had been hiding these relationships to protect his reputation. His history revealed a pattern of seducing young, vulnerable women and then bribing them to keep quiet. His confession shocked investigators, increasing their suspicion that he was more involved in Emily's death. Karen Mitchell, the sheriff's wife, was called in for questioning. Known for her sharp tongue, Karen admitted she had suspected her husband's infidelities for years. She mentioned strange stains on the bed sheets and rumors. She had chosen to ignore them, focusing on her duties as a wife. But she always had doubts, especially as Tom's behavior changed. He worked late and became secretive with his phone. The breaking point came when Karen found a sex video on Tom's laptop. It showed him with Emily at the Dollar Tree. Karen was devastated. She claimed she planned to confront Tom, but then learned Emily was pregnant. A friend had seen Emily buying prenatal vitamins. Karen connected the dots, realizing the pregnancy was Tom's. She felt humiliated and enraged. Karen told police she never confronted Emily about the pregnancy directly, but investigators found messages on Karen's phone, arranging a meeting with Emily at the local pool. Witnesses confirmed seeing them together, describing the exchange as tense. Karen was reported to have lunged at Emily with garden shears, calling her names and demanding to know her intentions with Tom. This contradicted Karen's statements. Under pressure, Karen admitted she was furious, feeling humiliated. Her emotions were complex, mixing jealousy, anger, and fear. Karen's statements painted a picture of a woman on the edge. The police suspected Karen's role in the case. At the crime scene, police found drug paraphernalia, including used syringes and a bag of white powder near Emily's body. This led them to her sister Jenny. Jenny's connection to drugs led to several theories. One theory was that Jenny's drug use led to a confrontation with Emily. Another was that Jenny had debts with drug suppliers, and Emily might have tried to help her. Police also wondered if Jenny's addiction had attracted dangerous people into their lives, putting Emily at risk. Messages on Jenny's phone confirmed she was in contact with local drug users and dealers. This raised troubling questions about the family dynamics. In an interview, Jenny revealed shocking details. She admitted she had been addicted to drugs since her mother's death. Sheriff Mitchell had caught her using drugs and, instead of arresting her, pressured her into a sexual relationship. Jenny felt trapped, but Emily intervened, confronting Mitchell and begging him to leave Jenny alone. Emily even offered to have a relationship with the sheriff herself if he protected Jenny. This sacrifice began Emily's relationship with the sheriff, a secret she kept from everyone. Jenny's confession stunned investigators. She described feeling guilty and powerless. She watched Emily become distant and withdrawn. Jenny felt her sister was carrying a heavy burden. Investigators knew they needed to look deeper into Mitchell's past and the sisters' relationship. Detectives pieced together Emily's final days. Karen Mitchell was a key figure. Evidence suggested Karen had become disturbed and jealous after discovering Emily's pregnancy. She saw Emily as a threat. On the night of the murder, Karen waited until Emily was alone. She confronted Emily in the woods, demanding she end the pregnancy. When Emily resisted, Karen snapped, grabbing a wooden club and beating Emily. In her fury, Karen didn't notice the blood or bruises. When she stopped, she saw Emily's lifeless body. Karen tried to clean herself up, hid the club, and went home. Detectives found fingerprints on the club and fabric fibers on Emily's body, matching Karen's clothing. On July 27, 2017, police arrested Karen. She turned pale and denied involvement, but her composure crumbled. Karen Mitchell's trial began in May 2018. Her defense claimed she was pushed to the limit by her husband's infidelity. They portrayed her as struggling with mental anguish. The prosecution argued that Karen premeditated the attack. Emily was portrayed as an innocent victim. Karen's expression shifted between shame and defiance. After 2 weeks, the jury found Karen guilty of second-degree murder. She was sentenced to 25 years in prison. Sheriff Tom Mitchell also faced consequences. An investigation revealed he had used public funds to pay off women, including Emily. He was charged with embezzlement and misconduct, found guilty and sentenced to 5 years in prison. Jenny Carter entered rehab and earned a degree in social work. She dedicated her life to helping others. The lives of Karen, Tom, and Emily were tragically intertwined. Karen's imprisonment forced her to face her actions. Tom's disgrace left him alone. Jenny emerged as a survivor. Their stories,